Hello there, this is a 3-chord kid, and this is, I'm watching here, as you can see by the screen, it's a YouTube video called Agenda 21 for Dummies. Now, Agenda 21 came into existence in 1992 when something like 176 nations signed up, UN nations signed up to the UN mandate. Agenda 21 is the other name for sustainable development, basically, in the world. This is one world government telling you how we're going to live in the future. And it's been going on now for 20 years, but you know, not many people know about it. They really don't, because it's not on the news, it's not in the mainstream press. And you know, people like me and thousands of others who have been researching and looking for the truth can see this coming. And it's now, unfortunately, upon us. And this clip I'm going to show you here from this video is appertaining to how they've destroyed the American education system. And this is what Agenda 21 was all about. The American education system is that now of a third world country. As a matter of fact, some third world countries have a better system. And that's not the fault of the American people. They don't know what's going on. It's the fault of the globalists. And this is the plan they have. If we look at this screen here, these red parts are parts that no human will be living in. Now, there's a lot more to this, but first I just want you to listen to what this guy says, and here's how you can tell. He's going to tell you how the document is being used to destroy the American education system.
The question has been asked many times how the people who are perpetrating these things expect to do this and make it last. And the answer to that is that you steal a generation of children and you indoctrinate them so that they accept these ideas and they become global citizens in the coming global village. UNESCO came out and declared 2005 to 2015 the decade of education for sustainable development. But they go on to say that it will encompass the 40 chapters of Agenda 21. That is your federal national curriculum. The entire purpose of second grade social studies is to transfer loyalty from the family to the government and teach them about sustainable economic consumption. Students construct their own understandings of reality and realize that objective reality is not knowable. So why bother? The truth is, the truth, which keep men free, is being suppressed in order to prop up the attitude training agenda. And it moves on. This is our new math called connected mathematics. Standard 3 tells us that students learn that mathematics is man-made, that it is arbitrary, and good solutions are arrived at by consensus. Most of us assume 2 plus 2 is always going to equal 4. You're wrong. We might reach a new consensus. How well does it work? Well, they tell you in the teacher's guide in the back, it tells us that because the curriculum doesn't emphasize arithmetic computations done by hand, some students may not do as well on tests assessing computational skills. We believe such a trade-off in the favor of CMP is very much to the student's advantage in the world of work. Our children are mathematically illiterate on purpose. How do I know on purpose? Why isn't this just a basic bad idea? Because the Sustainable Development Plan tells us so. Generally, more highly educated people who have higher incomes consume more resources than poorly educated people who tend to have lower incomes. In this case, more education increases the threat to sustainability.
Now, can you believe that passage? It's incredible, isn't it? You know, it begs belief. Beggars belief what they're doing. And this is why more people should be aware of what's coming. They're going to take the world we know They are going to change it beyond all recognition. Freedoms, families, jobs, everything is going to change. And some of the stuff in this document, Agenda 21, some of the stuff that it's quite a complex document, but there is a long list of things that they believe are not sustainable. In other words, won't be allowed. So when you think of things like on the list, one of the things on the list is new views on religion will not be allowed. Which is bizarre. I find that totally bizarre. Private property won't be sustainable. Paved roads won't be sustainable. So that means, they're just going to let it fall to pieces. And it comes to really mundane things as well. Bizarre things, like tiles and showers. But some of the bigger ones, and the frightening ones, are to do with the population. They're going to curb that population. All these people who want one world government, a small bunch of elitists, what they're trying to do is get people, the population reduced. They've always believed, even going back in time, any literature you read, anything, papers that come up, they believe that this world can only sustain 500 million people. Any more than that, and it can't sustain it. But unfortunately, there are almost 7 billion people on this planet. So if you do the maths yourself, a lot of people are going to go, according to this. And this is what is so frightening about it. And it's affecting every part of our lives, here in the UK. It's kicked off big time. They're doing away with the benefit system. The most vulnerable people in society are getting chopped. Before the Olympics started here in the UK, they were moving people out of areas. Vulnerable people. Just getting told they have to move somewhere else. And it's so frightening. And more people should become aware of what is about to happen. And that's why I've made this little video. Now, I could show you clip after clip of things that, are really going to affect us. But it will affect us in every way. The internet, everything. That's why we've got the internet. That's why everybody's got the internet. So they can keep tabs on you. You know what you're doing, what you're searching for, who you are. Every minute you're on here. They're recording everything that happens. Take Facebook's timeline. Why do you think it was changed to a timeline? Think about it now. People were just on there talking, putting photographs up, shit like that. Just getting on with it. Social networking. I don't think so. Social networking, it is not. What it is all the money for Facebook. The biggest portion of money was put up by CIA, probably MI6. It's a way to keep tabs on you. So what did they do? They gave you the timeline. Now they always do it in a nice way. They always say, try the new timeline. As if, you've got a choice. And for a month or two you do get a choice. But in the end they make it happen. And if you look at the way that timeline's developed, they basically want you to fill in your own information, which they already know. But they want you to fill it in yourself. I was born. What else happened? What kind of job you've got. Now things pop up. If you have a friend on there, it'll pop up. Is this friend a work friend? Is this friend a close friend? Think about what's happening every time you're on there. And I go on there. But you must know and understand what it's about. And this is all part of Agenda 21. I logged into my YouTube account the other day as Delta Blues Tips. When I logged in, came up. Now I've never used my real name for anything. Anything at all on the internet. especially emails. I've never made an email in my real name. And what happens? It comes up on the screen. My name. My real name. Use YouTube as yourself. So I was aghast looking at it, and I thought, this is weird. And then a couple of boxes appeared underneath, reasons why you don't want to. And I just clicked the box that said, because I'm more well known as Delta Blues Tips, which I am. Nobody knows me as my real name. Well, pretty much nobody anyway. So for now, that's okay. But I can bet you that what's going to happen is, in the next few weeks, that's going to come up more and more. And in the end, they're going to make you have it. And this is what we all should be aware of. Everything's been eradicated around us. I went in Tesco's, big supermarket in the UK. Went in Tesco's today. You've now got a new bay made up near the door. Big fancy thing called Scan As You Shop. So now you walk in, and I was watching all the 2.4 families all made up, walking in, dying to try it out, because they think it makes them hip. They think, it's all cool. And I could see them taking the scanner out the box. There's little hooks on the wall. The scanners are there. Took the scanner out, and you go round now and scan your own shopping. Not a thought for exactly where this is leading. This is Agenda 21. In the future, you're going to go in the supermarket. There's going to be no staff, no nothing. You're just going to walk around on your own, scanning your own stuff, and then take it to the till. Put in your card, and then walk out. This is doing away with communication with other people. Not only have you got self-service tills now, and we've all been there, we've all heard the voice. The voice that just keeps saying, unidentified item in bagging area. We've all heard it. Well, this is one step further than that now. They're going to make you do it yourself. And that's what it's all about. It's all about cutting you off from everything. Family, everything. And it's not a dream. It's not a pipe dream. This is really about to happen. And I'm not advocating that you stand up and protest. When you can protest, but it won't do any good. It's been going on too long. The damage is done. Television, newspapers, everything is brainwashed. 98% of the population are lethargic about it and aren't interested. And I'm just making this little video to say I am one of the few people that am interested. I am aware of what's going on. So that when my time comes, at least I know what's going on. And I suggest you really take it serious and have a look around you, what's actually happening to you. And that is the 3-chord kid. I'll put links to these videos on this so you can see them yourself. It's that subject, you see. Talking about Agenda 21 is like looking at someone, you can see their eyes just drop or go to the ceiling. Nobody likes the truth. The public will always prefer a lie. Always. But this is the truth, unfortunately. I'll catch you later.